Here we'll put the rod down it. So this is pulmonary trunk right here. So if we want to follow this through kind of with normal circulatory pattern, we're looking for the superior and inferior vena cava to bring us into the right atrium. This flap right here is just the auricle of the right atrium, that ear-like flap. So what we're gonna do is
the model looks so like big.
so notice the difference here between this vessel right here and one like this. Look at the wall thickness on this one versus this floppy one over here.
So that's the vein.
So this is, yep, this large opening right here is the superior vena cava. And that's going to go into,
Dude, I can't record this. I'm missing it.
Tim,
I'm missing
be
it.
gentle. God.
What? Vivian here.
You're just squirting juice everywhere.
well, it was filled with juice. So what I'm trying to do here is, this guy's kind of squished and a little bit deformed with all the preservative.
Trying to stick the rod through there.
Well, you should be able to go from the superior vena cava all the way through out the inferior. There we go.
Oh,
There.
cool.
So if we're going to orient the heart in the case,
So it literally goes straight
it's
through
going to
just
be
like that.
kind of like, if this were mine, okay, it would be sitting kind of like this.
You got a bigger heart than that.
All right, so superior vena cava, inferior vena cava here. We know also going into the right atrium was what other vessel?
Going into where?
Into the right atrium. We had 3 entrances into the right atrium: superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus. Yep. So we could actually, if we kind of do this, if we go in through the inferior vena cava, we're down in there, and we can actually go around. This rod's a little bit too big to do it, but once we get it opened up, we can actually see the coronary sulcus and sinus coming up underneath here. All right, so there's our vena cava. We know it's going in there, so the easiest way to kind of do this dissection is to go through the superior vena cava into the right atrium, and then what we want to do to see the valves is make an incision down this way toward this sulcus, the anterior interventricular sulcus, and then we also want to cut down through the pulmonary trunk and come across this way and meet it. So we'll see the pulmonary valve when we do that, and when we come down this way, we'll see the
So on the
tricuspid.
lab test, it's going to be dissected.
Yeah. Otherwise, you won't be able to see the
Which one was the oracle again?
auricle. Is just this flappy extension.
Also, it's that high up?
Well, this one's a little bit bent, so this whole heart's a little bit torqued out, just because of the way it was in the preservative. It makes it a little bit more difficult to cut, but not too bad. All right, now just to kind of guide the cut, if we put this into the right atrium and then go through the tricuspid,
Have you ever done a human heart?
and that gets us into a live one.
Not a live one.
No, dead ones, yeah.
Would you say this is pretty close to it?
It's a little smaller, but
Dude, I got the huge one.
all right. So we just sliced through.
It's like coconut.
Yeah,
There we
maybe.
go. So wall of the right ventricle right here. So that'll be all the myocardium there. And then the shiny inside would be the endocardium. And this would be one of the cusps of the tricuspid. You can see the chordae tendineae right here. And then you've got the enlarged papillary muscle you can see down there. So there's cusp of the tri. Should be able to flop another one up over there. There's another one. And then the third one should be right over here. So one cusp,
You have to actually, that
two
cusp,
cusps, 3 cusps.
Looks
One.
it looks nothing like those heart diagrams.
And 3. There.
Where's the popularity?